Welcome! Hello, book baddies and besties, and welcome back to my channel. And Happy New Year! Happy 2026! I know it's been a minute. Don't look at my last posted video when that was. We're a changed woman now. 2026 is gonna be our year. I'm manifesting great things. Today's video is just gonna be a short little video of a little New Year reading goal and uploading goal and just kind of my goals in general for 2026. So it's not gonna be too long, hopefully. I know I tend to yap, but I'm gonna try and keep this short because it's not supposed to be a long video. But I'm also gonna kind of wrap up last year because I did in fact drop off the face of the earth. I really wanted to post more, but I didn't, and that's on me. That's totally on me. So we're gonna kind of wrap up from last year, kind of my highlights, and then we're gonna dive into this year because I'm super freaking excited. I am approaching this new year with a lot of hope and a lot of optimism that I don't really think I had last year. I was kind of in this weird like headspace, like I want to do it, but I got really tired. I kind of got burnt out of just life, I think. So there's so much going on right now, but there's a lot to look forward to in this year already. And so should we just get into it? I think we should just get into it right now. So we're gonna start off this yap sesh with kind of a highlight from last year. So it's so weird saying last year because it was literally like 6 days ago as of recording this video. Well, I guess 5. Today is the 5th at 10 o'clock at night. But so I read 47 books last year. I tried to squeeze in one last one, but it just didn't happen. So I had 4 probably like top tier books, like 5 stars without a doubt, that kind of changed my life. So one being When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. My God, I could talk about that book for longer than I should. Um, Quicksilver, by Callie Hart, literally also changed my life. I did not add Brimstone because I haven't finished that yet. What else? Tourist Season by Bryn Weaver. She'll get me every time. And I'm immediately forgetting the last one. Oh, The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Also another author that'll get me every single time. Also, apologies for the background noise. That is my cat. Yeah, those, like, top tier, always gonna recommend them. Literally changed my brain chemistry. I'm that hyped about them. Like, I didn't have like a top 5, I don't think. That was like my top 4 books of 2025. Now, I read so many books because a lot of the books that I did read were smaller books. I didn't read a ton of gigantic books. I guess Quicksilver and When the Moon Hatched they were kind of bigger feats, I should say, but they were super like easy to read, at least for me personally, so I got through them quite fast, and I was also like listening to it and reading it, not at the same time necessarily, but I would switch between the two and it got me through it pretty fast. So yeah. There was a lot of slumps, I'm not gonna lie. November I didn't finish a single book. I started a ton. I started rereading Tourist Season again, and then I picked up a bunch of different books. But the slump hit hard, and then I didn't read. I don't even know if I read anything in December. I might have read 1 or 2 through Audible, but I don't know, like, cause life got kind of crazy with work. Like the end of the year is always our busiest time, so I didn't really have a lot of time. I was really tired, And I also started streaming a lot again, so I also kind of put myself in a slump that way as well. So it was definitely on me, but it was also partially due to me being a really big mood reader that kind of set me back a little bit. But I did surpass my goal that I had for myself. I set my goal to 30 at the beginning of the year last year, and I very much surpassed it with 47, which I'm super, super happy. So that kind of dives us into, I guess, goals for 2026. I want to read 50. I want to try and hit my 50 mark that I wanted to hit like 2 years ago. Um, because I know I can. Like, I'm slowly stepping up my ability to read more. And there's so many books I need to finish. So, with that being said, a couple of my goals are to really dive into my physical TBR. That is probably the biggest and most important thing that I really need to do. I have a ton of books that I've been getting over the past year because of pre-orders and stuff, and just like continuations of series that I've just pre-ordered just to have the book. So I have a ton of books that I want to get through. Second, I guess, is also trying to finish a lot of series that I've started. One of the big ones being Zodiac Academy, and I know I said this last year too. I that might be my big series goal for 2026. And I'm gonna try and hold myself to do it. I am ready to dive back into that world. I keep thinking about it, and I really want to dive back in. So it's been a while since I've read the first three, so I'll probably restart the first three and then move on. I'm doing the entire um order, so like with the Ruthless Boys and Darkmoor. So it's gonna be a while. So it's it's gonna take me a while, but I'm very set on trying to finish that this year. And I know I can do it. But yeah, that's I think those are my two like biggest things. Well, I guess three things. My reading goal of 50, my trying to tackle my physical TBR, as well as um finishing series that I've started and just have not finished. Specifically, like I want to try and really focus on duologies and trilogies that I've started and have not finished. It's also really hard doing series that are slowly coming out still to this day, that aren't completely finished, just because I tend to forget about it. With me being severely ADHD, I read a book and I'm like, cool, that's done. And then I move on, and then like someone has to remind me that they're like, oh, this book is coming out. And you remember when you read that first book? Yeah. So, but I digress. It's gonna be one hell of a year, especially with me wanting to create more. And I feel like I say this every year too, but I am really excited for this year for some reason. I There's something in the air, and I just want to really get back to yapping about books because I have really nobody here in my personal life that I can do that with. So you guys are my sounding board. So I want to obviously upload more. I don't know if one video a week is possible, but I really, really want to try and do that for myself. I want to really like hone in and be really disciplined about uploading stuff and getting out content, and trying to find a balance between like all the platforms, because I think that's what stressed me out. To be completely honest, because I have like content on all different platforms, and trying to keep up with that was really stressful. Just because I don't know, I am really trying to get out of the job that I'm in, trying to get into a better work environment, to be happier and just kind of also give me an opportunity to like kind of do other things because I was really stressing myself out trying to force myself to upload and be consistent, um, when I wasn't like kind of happy necessarily. You know, like not that I'm not happy, but it was a chore and I got really burnt out. So there's a lot going on. Like when I started back streaming again, I really got excited for this year because this year is gonna be this is my year. It's gonna be a whole new person. You're gonna get sick of me, but um yeah, I I don't know. I'm just there's something about this year that makes me like I'm rejuvenated and I'm really ready to like do this. So, yeah. I've just been yapping. I just wanted to come on here kind of there's just some goals. My goals also might change. Um but I think I really want to hold myself accountable to getting a lot of the books that I already own read. Some of my like some arcs that I've been sent, I haven't had the time to read, or I just haven't been in the mood, and I really, really, really want to get back into arc reading because I eat that shit up. So yeah, what are your goals for 2026? I know it's just the beginning. There's so much we can build off of. Um, I mean, things change, life changes, things happen, but for now, I am like I've said 1,000 times, very excited to see what this year brings. I'm super excited. There's some really, really good books coming out this year. Um, and I'm really excited and pumped to talk and yap about them with you guys. Oh, another thing before I forget. Doing the quarter reading wrap-ups, I think I'm gonna not do that anymore because it gave me too much time in between chunks of like content that I like it that's what kind of made me fall off of it initially. So I you're gonna have to hold me accountable as well to doing this, but I think I'm gonna try and do monthly reading wrap ups. They might be a little late. They might not come quite before the end of the month. They might be like directly after the month ends, just because as a chronic procrastinator, I tend to try and finish books right like to the very end of the month. So it wouldn't be like a true wrap up if I recorded early. So hello, we're back again. My camera died, so that's cool. I completely forgot we were talking about, so we'll just move on. But yeah, again, oh, I was talking about monthly reading wrap-ups. That's what it was. We'll do wrap-ups and then we'll also do hopefuls because I want to get back into doing that again. I was really, what's the word? I used to do videos for those on my TikTok like every month and I just stopped. But I definitely want to get back into that as well. So we will also try and do that as well. I talk a big game and I'm gonna really try and stick to it. But I have yet to put like a schedule together, and I'm gonna really try and use that schedule because I'm like notoriously bad at sticking to things. Like I need to put it down on paper so that I can like visualize things. I don't really want to set a day quite yet, but I will let you guys know when like uploads are going to start happening again. And I am going to try and be like a consistent date. or like day of the week, I should say, for uploads too. So, yeah. If you've made it this far in this video, I appreciate it so much. Again, it was just a lot of yapping. I'll do more of, I don't know if you guys want a more in-depth review of my books from 2025, but I will do more of a book tag and kind of TBR for this, this month, maybe later this week. Since it's already like the first week's already happened of January, it's kind of hard to be like, well, I want to do these books for this month. But if I can maybe get this video out and then record another one and get that out this week, um, then we'll do that. But I mean, with that, I forgot how to do these videos, but I guess with that kind of concludes just this kind of little ramble and this very short reading slash channel goals for this year. I will see you in the next one, and I hope you have amazing time zones wherever you may be, and stay safe out there. All right. All right. Goodbye.